Hi, friends. I have seen the title Cat People on every list that I've looked through of must-watch classic horror movies. It's always on the list. That's what I know. That is all I know. But I'm honestly kind of excited to go into it with zero knowledge. It should be fun. Also, my hair is a little bit wet, but we aren't going to talk about it, okay? Thank you. Let's get into it.
Thank you for being a friend.
She's old, we know that. I think it was 42 I saw when I was renting this. Even as fog continues to lie in the valleys, so does ancient sin cling to the low places, the depressions in the world's consciousness. I've got friends in low places. What a shot. Fall in love with him, obviously.
What is that?
Perhaps, Mr. Reed, you would like to have tea in my apartment?
Oh, do we trust her? Is she shady? Is she the classic promising young woman? Lure them in and...
I've never had anyone here. You're the first friend I met in America.
I don't believe you.
You might be my first real friend.
This relationship is sure moving quickly, isn't it?
Some nights there is another sound. The panther. It screams like a woman.
Uh-oh.
Are you admiring my statue?
Who's it supposed to be?
King John. King John of Serbia.
Why is he spearing that cat?
Oh, it's not really a cat. It's meant to represent the evil ways into which my village had once fallen. People bowed down to Satan and said their masses to him. They had become witches.
Well, I still don't see what it has to do with you.
I think it has everything to do with her, quite honestly.
Boys who come to tea can't expect to stay to dinner.
Well, good for you for being gentlemanly.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Rapid pace. Well, look at them just swoon over each other. It's sweet, except I know this is a horror.
Where'd you get it?
I bought it. You're not going in for cats, are you, Oliver? No, Commodore. I just bought it for a friend.
You met her yesterday and you already bought her a cat?
Anybody I know?
Not yet, but I know you like her.
I don't know, sir. Showing up with an animal at essentially a stranger's house is a little extreme for my taste. I would take it, don't get me wrong. I'd be in love, but... Ooh.
It's just that cats don't seem to like me.
Why?
Well, we could exchange it for some other pet.
Oh, all I wanted to exchange this kitten for a bird.
Why, of course. I have some lovely canaries.
You're telling me that the price for that kitten and the price for that canary was the same? Small details, really.
I've been asleep.
I know. I was watching you.
Ew. What?
You love me, Irena.
What?
You know I love you, don't you?
I'm just going to imagine that much more time has passed and we just haven't really addressed that fact.
People in America are in love, or even think they're in love. They've usually kissed long ago.
I can't kiss you.
I've lived in dread of this moment. Some things you could never know. Evil things.
You've told me something of the past, and the witches in the village, and the cat people descended from them. Fairy tales heard in your childhood. Nothing more than that.
Are they?
You're so noble, you're even in love with me, Oliver Reed, a good plain Americano. You're so noble, you're going to marry me.
Aw, they're kind of cute, though.
Oliver's bride seems to be a very nice girl, and a very pretty one, too.
Ew, don't be weird.
Carla tells me she's a bit odd.
Nonsense. Irena's a grand girl.
The bride.
Who's these?
Look at that woman. Isn't she something?
How about you just stop talking about women in general?
Looks like a cat.
How dare you? You're going to tell me right now that you looked at that woman and you went, look at her, she's fabulous.
My ancestor.
Ancestor? My ancestor? The cat people?
What did that woman say to you, darling?
She greeted me. She called me sister.
Ancestor, sister, close.
Be kind. Be patient. Time to get over that feeling there's something evil in me.
You have all the time there is in the world if you want it.
Good.
And all the patience and kindness there's in me.
The perfect answer. Oh, Oliver, you're kind of too much of a sweetie to get, axed. Do you wanna build a snowman?
Alright, nothing else to do.
Man, zoos were kind of the shits back then, weren't they? Just a cement cube.
But he's beautiful.
No, he ain't beautiful. He's an evil critter, ma'am.
What the fuck?
Revelation, where the book's talking about the worst beast of them all, was like unto a leopard. Like a leopard, but not a leopard. I guess that fits this fella.
Yes, it fits him.
Pish posh to that story. It's a beautiful cat. Ooh, the bird's like essentially in the panther's mouth. Something bad's gonna happen. Are you gonna kill it? It's weird that you're having so much fun traumatizing it. Oh, you gave it a heart attack. I don't know if that's enough evidence to call you a cat person, but like, what did you expect? Ooh, and with the imagery of the bird being in the cat's mouth like 2 seconds before that happened, that's good. Perfect. I have this canary-sized box in my desk. Are you gonna offer it to the cat? Because that's weird. That's super weird. Don't. What?
There's something wrong and we have to face it in an intelligent way. We need someone who can find the reason for your belief and cure it. A psychiatrist.
Find one for me, Olive.
Man, Oliver kind of is just a little gem, isn't he? I kind of thought this was going to go down the path of olden times when women were just hysteric.
And the cat women of your village, too. You told me of them. Women who, in jealousy or anger, can change into great cats like panthers. If her lover were to kiss her, take her into his embrace, she would be driven by her own evil to kill him.
Damn!
These things are very simple to psychiatrists.
Are they?
Perhaps we'll find this trouble stems from some early experience. You said you didn't know your father. Died in some mysterious accident in the forest before your birth. And because of that, the children teased you and called your mother a witch, a cat woman.
Well, she probably was.
What shall I tell my husband?
What does one tell a husband? One tells him nothing.
Good for you. I love this. I'm expecting her to become a cat, but I also wouldn't be super surprised if this entire movie ended up being so open-ended. It's up to us to decide if she's crazy or if she's a cat woman, cat person.
Alice knows, darling.
Of course, didn't I suggest Dr. Judd?
I told Alice. I knew she'd know some good doctor.
I don't see why that was necessary.
I don't either. Oliver, don't soil your reputation with me.
I'm sure neither Oliver nor I had any notion of offending you.
Goodbye, Alice.
Poor Alice.
How can you discuss such things?
Ooh, do you think she's going to start getting jealous of Alice?
I can't bear to see you unhappy. I love you too darn much, and I don't care if you do know it, Ollie. There's Irena. You're in love with her.
I don't know. All this trouble has made me think. I don't know what love really is.
Oh, Jesus, pleases.
It's understanding. It's you and me, and let the rest of the world go by.
Stop it, Alice. He is a married man. Oh. Why would you?
All right.
You forgot your key?
Oh, I'm always forgetting it. Nobody want to steal one of them critters.
Super not true. What?
You resist temptation admirably, and we all of us carry within us a desire for death. Couldn't you turn to him as an instrument of death? You didn't come back to see me Friday.
Don't overstep your boundaries, good sir.
It is not my mind that is troubled.
What a clever girl.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Thank you so much for insulting me, for stalking me and insulting me. Goodbye and good day.
You're not frank with me.
I've never lied to you.
That's not the same thing, though.
You won't let me help. You won't even help yourself. It's what I said to Alice this afternoon. You're content to go on as we are.
Alice.
Uh-oh.
I'll go back to the office. I've got some work to do.
Interesting that you would choose to go back to the office where Alice is. Oh, here we go. A workplace affair.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, now she knows. Now she knows. She's going to be full of jealousy and anger now. Bye, Alice. It was nice knowing you. You don't deserve to die, but...
Too bad you wasn't here just a minute ago. Mr. Reed looked in. Said he was going around the corner to Sally Lunn's.
I'll see if I can catch him. Good night. What are you doing in this part of town at this hour of night? Ollie, you're going to have to solve your problems your own way. I'm going to drink up and go home.
Don't do it.
You're very swell.
That's what makes me dangerous. I'm the new type of other woman.
Love you, Alice.
Don't you want me to walk you home?
No, thanks. I'm a big girl now, and I'm not afraid.
Oh, Alice, you're too fabulous to die. Yes, get on. Yes, get on. Oh, no. There's a cat on the loose. Ooh, did the paw prints turn into shoe prints? Man, she's covered in mud.
You've got to understand, and you've got to forgive me.
I mean, to be fair, he basically just took a breather. You should forgive him. He didn't do anything.
Well, look, darling, there's some beautiful moderns upstairs. Why don't you take a look at them?
I want to be with you. Don't send me away.
Oh, we're not sending you away. We just don't want you to be bored.
Okay, Oliver. Okay.
You know, that's the last man of war with a Latin say laugh.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, don't be so dismissive of your wife. Weird.
Is Miss Moore in?
She just went downstairs to the swimming pool.
Ooh. An odd escape plan? Cats can swim.
What is the matter, Alice? Sorry to have disturbed you, Alice.
Damn, she's spooky.
Could I have my robe, please?
Sure. Gee whiz, honey, it's torn to ribbons.
Is she a cat person or is she not?
I phoned you because I'm troubled. How much do you believe about the cat people?
The story is a product of her own fear. Why should she wish to harm you?
Because I'm in love with her husband.
Yeah, I mean...
You're both victims of fear.
Dr. Judd, the danger that threatened me was very real. Here's my robe.
Please do not dismiss her.
Dr. Judd, I know you don't believe me, but you must be careful.
Gun, perhaps, with a silver bullet. This isn't silver.
I don't like that you kind of just not so subtly implied that you will stab her to death if necessary.
Do you sincerely believe that if your husband were to kiss you, you would change into a cat and rend him to bits? And if I were to kiss you?
Ew, what the fuck?
I should not like to be kissed by you.
Sometimes in my profession there comes a contest of wills between the doctor and his patient.
No.
And they can fool the doctor. Sometimes.
Not you, a fool. No.
Dr. Judd, believe me, I beg you to believe me.
I could go before board and have you put away for observation.
Oh,
I can't help you. You can only help yourself.
Why can't you continue to work with her? Is it because you're a creep? I mean, whether or not she is currently choosing to help herself, you can still work with her.
I went back to Dr. Judd's office. I'm no longer afraid.
I'd been the happiest man in the world if you told me that a little while ago.
Oh, no.
I love Alice. Lorraine, it's too late.
It is a little trashy to wait until the second she says everything's okay to be like, actually, though, it isn't.
I wanted to go, please. Go.
Ooh, that was cool. Is she gonna cat people them, or is she gonna go into the Panther's cage? That's the real question at this point.
Either have her put away for observation and restraint, or have your marriage annulled. I think you should have your marriage annulled. In that way, you are free of responsibility. The law is quite explicit. One cannot divorce an insane person. And arrange an interview with Mrs. Reed at her apartment tonight.
Here we go.
Hello? Hello? That was Arena. I know it was Arena who called. She could call from downstairs. She may be on her way up now.
Oh, shit.
Leave us, Lorena. In the name of God, leave us in peace. Don't, Alice. It's gone. Everything's all right. Don't be afraid.
That's not true. Get out now.
I need a drink.
This is very much a reversal of a whodunit. It's just who's gonna get it.
Hello? Hello, Dr. Judd?
Look at her not caring at all that you're in there. Ooh. She's scary.
He hung up on me.
Come on.
Let him die. He's a creep.
You're late, aren't you? I kept my appointment. I'm not afraid of you.
No. No. No.
Don't be afraid of me, Rena.
Kill him. She is a cat, people. Oh. Good, I hope your throat's ripped out. You deserve every inch of your pain.
Sue Ellen and I phoned the police just as soon as we heard the racket.
Sorry.
She never lied to us.
It's very true. But black sin hath betrayed to endless night my world's both parts, and both parts must die. Part of the theory could have been, hey, she was just a crazy woman, just jealous, scorned lover, murdered some people. Don't worry about her. She's just a little bit loose in the noggin. You know, I would have had some more complaints to make about a movie saying that about the female population, right? But this way, it's more of a, hey, see what happens when you don't trust women? She never lied to them. A horrible psychiatrist was the main villain of the piece, took advantage of her both physically and mentally, and essentially pushed her into a corner where she had no choices left. And that's a much better reflection on the way society was and still kind of is than leaving it open enough to the point where we could have just blamed the woman. Blame the way that society treats women. I'm really impressed by this movie.
Sleigh ride together with you.